Hello there. I hope that you're doing good today. I hope you're taking care of yourselves and finding time to relax. My camera is flipped the opposite way today. I'm used to looking over that way, but my camera's over there, so if I keep looking over there, I apologize. I hope it's not too annoying or anything. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about intrusive thoughts, and I wanted to give some just advice, and hopefully I can help you in some way if you've been going through a rough time lately. First, I want to say that somebody in my life that I know, one of you guys are going through a great deal of intrusive thoughts lately. Ruminating thoughts, just very obsessive, negative, crazy thoughts, out of this world type stuff that you just wouldn't normally think of. And this person has been going through this for over a year. Okay, so I wanted to tell all of you that I hope that you're okay, and I really truly believe that you're gonna get through this hard time that you're going through. And I do want you to know that you're not alone. We all have intrusive thoughts, and that may help you, or that may make it better, but it may not help at all. But I did want to tell you guys about this book that was recommended to me by this person that is going through a rough patch in their life right now. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it like this. You can see it. Okay, and they read this from front to back, start to finish. They read the complete thing, and they said that this was the book that helped them get through so much turmoil in their life. So if you guys are going through something similar and you are willing to give this a try, maybe you can rent it out at your local library if they have it. Maybe you could order it online. I will be reading a little bit out of it today, just some certain points, and just kind of like flipping through, talking about some stuff. So first I want to say this book is called Overcoming Unwanted Intrusive Thoughts. Okay? And it's by Sally M. Winston and Martin N. Seif. That's S-E-I-F. It might be Seif, it might be Seif. I don't know. It says a CBT-based guide to getting over frightening, obsessive, or disturbing thoughts. Okay? Now that's just the front of the book. I'm going to read the spine. So this is what the spine is going to look like if you're looking for it at a library, or if you ever come across this at a thrift shop. You never know. Might find it. It says Overcoming Unwanted Intrusive Thoughts by Winston Seif. Or Seif. Okay, the back says, it's not what you think. If you suffer from frightening, obsessive, or disturbing thoughts, you know all too well how they can intrude on your life. You may even worry what these thoughts mean about you. Do they make you a bad person? No. You aren't bad or crazy. These upsetting thoughts that enter your mind unbidden are called unwanted intrusive thoughts, and many rational and good people have them. Fortunately, there are proven effective techniques that you can use now to move past these thoughts and reclaim your life. This powerful guide offers an evidence-based cognitive behavioral therapy approach to help you get unstuck from distressing thoughts, overcome feelings of guilt, shame, and loneliness that can accompany these thoughts, and reduce your overall anxiety. You'll learn about the different types of unwanted thoughts, why these thoughts keep getting stuck, and ways to break out of this vicious cycle. Finally, you'll discover how changes in attitude and beliefs can help you move beyond your thoughts so you can focus on the things that really matter. Let's see. Sally Winston and Martin Seif, two of the brightest minds in our field, deliver a simple yet powerful two-step process for change. Okay. So, this isn't really a bookmark, I just put a little piece of paper in there because I wanted to flip to page 50. Okay, so this goes over, well, it's actually page 49. So this is chapter 3, okay? And it says, what thoughts mean, myths and facts, okay? So I'm not gonna read the entire chapter to you guys, but I am going to go through the top myths and just kind of talk about them with you guys. Let me see. So it looks like there's 9 myths altogether. Okay. So the first myth, it says our thoughts are under our control. Okay, so let's see, a little thing under that says many people falsely believe that our thoughts are under our conscious control, and so we should be able to control our thoughts. So that's the myth. That's not true. Here's the fact. The fact is that many of our thoughts, and some researchers believe that most of our thoughts, are not under conscious control. There are times when we welcome this fact. An insight or an inspiration can help solve a problem. Let's see. So even though we feel like we should be responsible for an intrusive thought, we can't control it. A lot of our dreams, so many memories, thoughts, and I think deep inner beliefs that we might not even realize we have are in our subconscious mind. Therefore, we have no idea what's circling around in our brains at all time, so it's not our fault, and I don't think you should be so hard on yourself through this time, because you're going through a rough patch, and it's not your fault. It's truly not your fault. Myth number 2, our thoughts indicate our character. And I think this is a big one that is making whoever it is out there that's going through the intrusive obsessive thoughts, I think the main thing that tears ourselves up about it is the fact that we actually think our character is being shaped from our thoughts, even though we can't help it. So it's very frustrating. It's like a vicious cycle. Once you get out of it, you're gonna feel so much better. Let's see, the little thing under it says, another thought myth is that thoughts speak to our character or underlying intentions, and that some people have an underlying dark side that is revealed only in their thoughts. So that is a myth. That's not true. Character is a reflection of how you lead your life. It relates to what you actually choose to do or choose not to do. Thoughts are what pass through your mind, so. Myth 3, our thoughts indicate the inner self. This is a belief that thoughts are paths to our inner self, sort of like eyes being windows to the soul. This includes the belief that whatever is in our mind is a reflection of our true thoughts and feelings, no matter how we might protest it. It is not so. So intrusive thoughts must speak some special, perhaps hidden truth about us. So that is a myth. That's not true at all. The fact is that everyone has passing, weird, aggressive, or crazy thoughts. If every thought spoke to underlying character, then 90% of people would be weird, aggressive, or crazy. That is because about 90% of people acknowledge having intrusive thoughts, and that they characterize as weird, aggressive, frightening, or crazy. Think about some of the horror movies and TV shows that are so popular these days. Perhaps you are unable to watch them because they trigger too much fear. But remember that these awful, weird, aggressive, and crazy scenarios are thought up by normal, creative people. Something to think about. I know a lot of people, they can't watch scary movies, or they can't watch a specific type of movies. And I'll go through phases myself in life where I kind of rather not watch like true crime type things, for instance, because like I love watching documentaries, true crime type stuff, investigation, like everything like that. The mystery movies, stuff like that. But I will go through like little phases, little eras in my life where not necessarily I'm like stressed out or anything, but I don't feel right watching that sort of thing. And I know a lot of people that go through that as well, and I don't know if this will connect with you or not, but they feel as if they're watching this morbid movie or show, documentary, whatever it is, if they're watching it, then they automatically feel like they're bad because, they're putting time in entertainment, like they're allowing themselves to be entertained by this gruesome horror film or whatever. But all in all, it's not you that made this gruesome movie. It's whoever the producer or whatever is, Okay, myth number 5, it says, thinking something makes it likely to happen. Let's see. So, I feel like if it gets really bad, like if your intrusive thoughts case progresses, and I feel like this is a pretty intense form of intrusive thoughts. I feel like that's when this happens, and that's when people think that their thoughts will actually change the real world. So, for instance, somebody could have an intrusive thought of, like, say you're standing in line at a grocery store, okay? And you have an intrusive thought of just taking the groceries you have in your hand and just running out of the store. Like, you have the intrusive thought, okay? And the thought leaves. Somebody that isn't going through this stressful time, they might just like, think it was kind of like a funny thought, and then go on. Like, they'll go on and pay for their groceries. They won't think about it again. But a person going through a lot of stress from having intrusive thoughts, they're gonna latch onto that and feel so terrible. They're gonna feel so horrible, like they're a thief. That, if they keep having this thought that it might actually happen, it might turn into reality one day. And I feel like the best thing for people that are going through that is to build self-trust. That's like the number one thing, and I'm sure you could Google it, like ways to build self-trust. If you have strong integrity, I feel like that's going to help you balance out the obsession of these thoughts. I'm going to use the grocery store analogy or metaphor or whatever that word would be. I'm going to use that example rather than going into deeper, darker, intrusive type thoughts, okay? Because I know there's like a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of different mistaken belief that only disturbed people have intrusive or weird thoughts, and that's not true. You could be perfectly normal and perfectly sane and have just a ridiculously out of this world thought, and you instantly just are filled with regret and disgust and, you know, all these things, and that's terrible for you. And I do want to say that I am so sorry that you're going through this. And I have been asked if I've ever went through intrusive thoughts or, you know, and gotten through it, and I have. I think we all really, truly have. I watched a documentary in, I think it was my junior year of high school, and it was called The Secret. I'm sure you guys might have heard about it before, but I know there's a lot of talk about it not being true, or about it being true, or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that ever since I seen that documentary, throughout my life, I've held on to a lot of that advice, and I truly believe that our thoughts affect our entire world, like our personal world, not the actual physical world. You know what I mean? So, you know, if we wake up in the morning and we just, you know, we're thinking negatively, I really do feel that like that impacts the rest of the day. And same thing with these ruminating thoughts. I got in kind of like a downward spiral. I don't know, like in the last year or whatever, whenever, and I just realized, like, I didn't even know, but I would just be sitting there watching a show or whatever, and then the next thing I knew, like 10 minutes would be past, and I would just be ruminating about thoughts, or like thinking about scenarios that haven't happened, or just like worrying about things, stressing out about things. And I think that's pretty normal for everyone to do. But it started happening like daily, you know. I would just notice I'd be doing the dishes or whatever, and then like minutes would go by, and it'd be like I'd snap out of it, and I'd be like, oh, I've been ruminating on all of this just crazy, weird, negative energy that's not even happening in my life. Like, why am I thinking about it? So what helped me was being present with my thoughts, being mindful, like seriously being very mindful. And I had to go and like really read the definition and repeat the definition to myself on what these things meant to be. Because, you know, you can go around saying, you know, oh, good morning everyone, like, let's have inner peace today, but unless you're really truly fully grasping what that means, you know, are we really doing anything daily to truly help ourselves? Like, I don't know. So yeah, that's a big myth. Let me read a little bit more about that. The fact of it is, it says, the fact is that no one is entirely free of weird, repugnant, and disturbing passing thoughts. This means that just about everyone you know, including your friends, your work colleagues, your teachers, and your doctors, have also experienced intrusive thoughts. In fact, Mother Teresa had unwanted intrusive thoughts. So most probably does your favorite celebrity and your pastor. This was something that I always kind of wondered about when I was younger, and it still freaks me out if if I heard a teacher say a bad word or something, or like say a Disney star, if I would see them play in a different movie and they were cussing, or like I don't know, just doing something bad, it would make me feel so weird, because you look at these famous people or your teachers or your doctors as like perfect people, like, you know, but really, honestly, each and every one of us, we have the same issues going on, like the same struggles, the same qualities, you know. So, but it still freaks me out to know that that's a true thing, that we're actually the same says, you, like cable TV, have many different channels of thought going through your mind at the same time. It is impossible to think about all of them. And some of your channels are just full of junk, like maybe the infomercial channel or the local high school announcements. Not all are worthwhile to think about. Imagine that you were listening to your radio and something went wrong. So instead of listening to one station at a time, you were listening to 2, 3, 5, or 10 at once. One channel might be great music that you want to hear. Another might be absorbing discussion. Others might be boring repeat newscast, a song that you hate, and a story that you have heard 100 times before. Without giving it much thought, you would work to focus on the things that seem interesting and let the other channels pass you by. Similarly, you have more than one thought channel going through your mind at a time. Mostly you pick and choose what to focus on without putting in very much effort. Some thoughts just seem more interesting to pursue than others, but when an intrusive thought pops up, no matter what the content, if you believe that all the thoughts are worth thinking about, you might choose to focus on that one thought and grant it meaning and attention it does not deserve. So, let's see. Myth number 9, and this is the last myth that's mentioned in this book. It says thoughts that repeat are important. And it says, you may believe that thoughts that repeat must be important. After all, it would seem if a thought were not important, it would just fly out of our minds and be forgotten. The fact that the thoughts keep recurring must mean that it is significant, and that is not true. The fact is that the importance of a thought has very little to do with how much it repeats. Actually, thoughts tend to repeat if they are resisted or pushed away. So if you have a repeating thought that you are resisting, that same thought will start to fade away when you stop trying to resist it. Any thought that you attempt to squish is probably more likely to keep repeating. Like, don't think about that itchy spot. Stop rerunning that commercial jingle through your mind. Or stop noticing the piece of food in her teeth. So, the helpful fact there is thoughts that repeat are stuck, not important. So there's all kinds of little tips in this book on how to overcome different things, different little exercises you can do, all kinds of little facts, explanations on why, you're thinking certain things. Let's see here. I'm trying to find the actual definition of intrusive thoughts, and I am trying to see if they even have maybe like a intrusive thought versus ruminating thoughts, because there is a difference. Let's see. It'd be in the front, if anything. Okay. I'm not seeing it, so I'm not seeing an actual definition. So I guess I'll try to put it in my own words. So what I gathered from researching and everything, a ruminating thought is a thought that it's a thought that you don't want to have, but you are kind of drawing it in, like it's not that you're getting pleasure on thinking about the thought, but you're letting the thought be in your mind so long, and you're like, an intrusive thought is more of a thought will suddenly happen in your mind, and then you're wanting it to go away, so like immediately, you're wanting to just get it out, like you're wanting to just block out the thought. A ruminating thought is the bad thought will come in your mind, and you feel like you need to And I have experienced both types. I think we all have. But yeah, I'm gonna show the cover of this book again in case you guys. I mean, I'm sure I will put it in the thumbnail. That way, you guys can get a better look at it. But it's helped. It's helped a lot. But anyways, I hope something in this video was able to help you. I really do. I have so much love for all of you guys, and it hurts me to hear that any of you are going through struggles. And I read all of your guys' comments and messages, and even though I can't respond to everything because that would just so overwhelming, I really do care about all of you, and I wish all of you the best life and the best things. And yeah, I truly hope that you are getting the best out of your days and whatever you're going through at the moment. I hope that you know that it's not gonna last forever. Nothing lasts forever, and that can be a good or bad thing, to think about. But as long as you just keep holding on, believing in yourself, doing your best, I think you're gonna be okay. And by the way, if you would like to add anything in the comments, like if you've been through, if you want to share your story, if you want to share your tips or anything, like how you overcome obsessive thoughts or intrusive thoughts, things like that, then please leave it in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you guys. So I will talk to you all a little later, okay? And again, thank you, each